All right, our next presenter, ladies and gentlemen. To me, this man is the man. He is the program director for Matanzas Riverkeeper. He has lived and loved within the local watershed since 2001. He's got a master's degree in biology from the University of North Florida. He's a licensed boat captain. He loves protecting and conserving our natural resources. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love water and you love here, then you're going to love this guy. This is Silas Tanner, and this is Protect What You Love.
Hey, everybody. So this story starts in 1983. This is a photo of John Cronin. He was the first riverkeeper. This is on the Hudson River. You can see the oil tanker in the back there. During John's time as riverkeeper, he documented over 24 instances of raw crude oil being dumped into the Hudson River. This is where the riverkeeper story begins. Fast forward to 2013, this is Neil Armigen. He was the St. John's riverkeeper for a number of years before coming down to start Matanzas riverkeeper in 2013. Neil understood the importance of our river and that it needed an advocate to protect it. Neil since retired in 2017, but his mark will forever be entrenched on our estuary. Fast forward to today, Matanzas riverkeeper is a staff of 2. Yep, you heard that right, 2. That's us. So Jen Lumberg is the executive director and your riverkeeper, and I'm the program director. I think we make a pretty good team. She's an attorney, I'm a scientist. We're part of Waterkeepers Florida. There's 15 waterkeepers from around the state. We work to protect over 50,000 square miles of watershed. This is when we were paddling the Santa Fe River last February with the other waterkeepers. A beautiful time. That's me in the bottom left. So today, Waterkeeper Alliance is our umbrella organization which overlooks all of our waterkeeper organizations. There's 350 waterkeepers around the globe in 46 countries. And so today we all work under the tenets of the Clean Water Act, which is to provide clean, fishable, swimmable, drinkable water for everyone within our watersheds. And this is our watershed. So we've got Palm Valley, Ponte Vedra, all the way down to Palm Coast and Flagler Beach. We're very lucky to have the beautiful historic city of St. Augustine within our watershed. And here's our office, located right on the banks of the Matanzas River. It's about 250 square feet, but it's probably got the best office view that I could get. We're also very lucky to have 2 inlets within our watershed. So we've got our St. Augustine Inlet on the top left and the Matanzas Inlet top right. We've also got 2 Spanish-era forts within our watershed, which just tells how significant these rivers were throughout history and the need to protect them from external influence. We've also got a very rich cultural history within our estuary as well. We're very lucky to have extensive oyster populations within our estuary, which has provided sustenance and economic opportunities for generations. And also we've got the San Sebastian River, a tributary of the Matanzas, which is widely accepted as the cradle of the U.S. shrimping industry. So our work can be defined into 3 main categories. The first is advocacy. We advocate against any bad water bills that would adversely affect the impact on our estuary, and we advocate for anything that would improve water quality within our estuary. We like to say that every river has a mouth, but we give it its voice. We also do a lot of land conservation advocacy. These are drone photos that I took of a 137-acre parcel which abuts right to the St. Augustine Shores neighborhood. You can see it kind of encroaching in on our river right there. This would allow our marshes to migrate further up into elevation as our sea levels continue to rise. Another main component of our work is education. Here's our lead educator volunteer, Maureen, working with a group of 5th graders to observe their favorite parts of our estuary and things that we can do to reduce our impact. My favorite 2 responses from the kids: use less plastic and don't litter. We also do community outreach and engagement, highlighted by our litter getter boat, no pun intended. So we got the litter getter. It's a 24-foot skiff where we'll take folks out on the estuary and do cleanups. Gives volunteers an opportunity to get their hands wet and dirty while teaching all the issues around coastal litter and debris. We also collaborate with a lot of great organizations and institutions within our watershed. This is a group of Flagler students and a couple of neighbors. We went last April to clean up Spangler Island, which is a local conservation land in the San Sebastian River. We cleaned up almost 1,500 pounds of litter and debris that day and had a nice Carmelo's pizza lunch after. We also frequently collaborate with the St. John's Parks and Recreation Department. So this is what we did. We had a kayak cleanup on Hospital Creek where we get to access areas that we can't really access on our boat. So this day we cleaned up over 600 pounds of litter and debris out of our estuary. We also collaborate with the GTM Research Reserve and the Florida Department of Environmental Protection to conduct water quality monitoring within our estuary to get a grasp on the concentrations of nutrients and bacteria within our waterways. That's me. We also do some more intensive sampling, trying to figure out the sources of the bacteria and nutrients. So on the left and in the center, you can see myself and Jen. We're collecting vegetation and sediment samples in an effort to get an idea of where these issues are coming from. And on the right, you can see we've got a couple of scientists out from the UF Whitney lab looking at environmental DNA. We also offer internship opportunities for up-and-coming professionals and college students. So here we've got Laney, Trey, and Sam collecting water samples from a stormwater pond in a local neighborhood so that we can provide recommendations to the neighborhood about how they can reduce their impact on our estuary. I'm sure by now you're asking, well, how can I help, right? We've got a pollution reporting form. It's a nice QR code which should take you to an online reporting platform. We really just need more eyes on our watershed. There's only 2 of us. We got 4 eyes, so we can only be out there. I would love to be out there every day of the week. But if you guys see something, say something, come grab a sticker after we're done. Also, we're coming up into legislative session. So keep an eye on our socials. We're on Instagram and Facebook and on our website to be the voice so that we can push back against some of these bad bills, or maybe some good ones. I'm sure y'all all heard about the state park issues last fall. That hasn't gone away. Also, you can come out on a litter getter trip with me. I can guarantee you're going to have a good time. Come out for an upcoming beach cleanup. We've got one on March 1st. Come help me remove some invasive vegetation from our dune systems. Or just come and eat a bunch of oysters at an upcoming oyster roast. Our next one's on February 21st. Thank you all.